From crimson skies the silence broke, as stars were torn, as thunder spoke. Portals open, beasts poured in, and so the fall of man begins. The moon wept blood, the rivers froze, steel met soul as chaos rose. But in the dark a spark remained, and in that flame the world reclaimed. Awaken the flame, O hearts of the brave. Awaken. The land on the edge of the void and the grave. All stand brave. With sword in the sky and fire in our veins. A fire remains. The moon wept blood, the rivers froze. Steel met soul as chaos rose. But in the dark a spark remained, and in that flame the world reclaimed. Awaken the flame, O hearts of the brave. Awaken, awaken. Stand on the edge of the void and the grave. Stand tall, stand brave. With sword in the sky and fire in our veins. Our fire remains. We rise once again, unbroken, unchained. Unbroken, unchained. Through ash and screams the awakened came, their eyes alight with sacred flame. They rose from ruin, carved their name. The tyrants fled, consumed by flame. The drums of war shook every spire. The world reborn in rebel fire. We rise as one, defy the end, and through the rift our spirits rend. Awaken the flame, O hearts of the brave. Awaken. Stand on the edge of the void and the grave. No fear remain. With sword in the sky and fire in our veins. War fire sustains. We rise once again, unbroken, unchained. Unbroken, unchained. In the halls where light had died, one ember dared to burn inside. The storm awoke, the gods have learned. The awakened rise, the world has turned. Awaken the flame, let destiny hear. Let it burn, let it burn. Our oath is the fire, our will crystal clear. Unbreakable flame. The world may fall, the stars may die, but we are the reckoning, the battle cry. Cruel game, before the world forgot its name. They rose in fire, steel, and screams, and tore apart the gods' dark dreams.
They came from ashes, dust, and pain. No fate, no rules, no gods to claim. The portals bled, the monsters roared,
Pioneers of blood and flame, you gave the lost a name. In shadows deep, your fire stayed. You lit the world and never strayed. The dungeons howled, the skies grew black, but none of them were turning back. With every fall, they rose again. The first of hunters, the last of You paid the price in broken bones. You faced the stars, you stood alone. Now every blade that strikes with pride is forged by those who never died. Pioneers of blood and flame, you gave the lost a name. Through trials cruel and fate's cruel test, you gave the world your very You made us stronger. Before the light tore the sky apart, before the fire unveiled its heart, the earth slept silent, calm and still, but the portals broke the ancient seal. From mist arose the elf's sweet song, stone dwarfs forging, marching strong, gnomes with knowledge and magic's hand, savage orcs reclaiming the land. From mist arose the elf's sweet song, stone dwarfs forging, marching strong, gnomes with knowledge and magic's hand, savage orcs reclaiming the land. The constellations whisper in the air, guiding hunters waking from despair. With eyes of stars and thunder's heart, the brave arise with sword and dart. But in the dungeon's darkness breathes Constellations whisper in the air, guiding hunters waking from despair. With eyes of stars and thunder's heart, the brave arise with sword and art. One fate, one sky, forged in manner, blood and oath. They crawl through gates of flame and dash, with eyes like hunger, hearts of wrath. We crush their bones beneath our boots, and yet peace feels distant, time to lose. The world we knew now scorched and torn by fangs and claws and blades reborn. But when the hunters walk the streets, even the brave can't hide their bait. Fangs return, but fear remains. Your saviors wear unbroken chains. One long glance, one whispered name. They smell like us, but they ain't the same. The dungeons bleed into the day, while gods above still watch and play. They gave us power, gave us might, but left us crawling through the night. Now people stare, they cross the line, lock the doors when I walk by. I kill the beasts, I purge the land, but still they hide their shaking hands. Thanks remain, but fear remains. Your saviors wear unbroken chains. One wrong glance, one whispered name. They smile like us, but they ain't the same. The dungeons bleed into the day, while gods above still watch and play. They gave us power, gave us might, but left us crawling through the night. Now people stare, they cross the line, lock the doors when I walk by. I kill the beasts, I purge the land, but still they hide their shaking hands. I see your fear, I taste your hate. Don't pretend this bond is fate. You cheered for blood when I was born. Now curse my name like I'm the storm. We were the weapon you begged for. Now we're the ghosts in your prayers. We were your fire against the dark. Now we are the fear that leaves the mark. Thanks we burn, but fear remains. Your saviors wear unbroken chains. Our love we bleed for you. We break the flame, but you'll never see us quite the same. Now you'll never see us quite the same. We were the weapon you begged for. Now we're the ghosts in your prayers. We were your fire.
They watch from rooftops made of dust, with empty bowls and silent trust. The hunters ride the stars to light, but not all souls are born to fight. We are the shadows in the flame, the nameless ones without a name. We sing in tongues the world forgot. Our cradle lost, our gods did not. They came with swords, with spells, with light. We held our breath and prayed through night. Yet none did come, so world forgot. Our cradle lost, our gods did not. They came with swords, with spells, with light. We held our breath and prayed through night. Yet none did come to lift the dream are doomed to fail. Do you hear the weeping wind? It speaks for those you left behind. All stars above, all cruel delight. Why do you feast on mortal flight? The dungeon's blue, the strong ascend, but we the weak, we reach nowhere. Do you hear the weeping wind? It speaks for those you left behind. Oh, stars above, oh cruel delight. Why do you feast on mortal plight? The dungeons bloom, the strong ascend, but we the weak, we reach no end. They say the gods amuse themselves upon their thrones of stone and shells. But what are we beneath their gaze? But ashes locked in endless maze. My child was taken by the flame. My love forgot even my name. Still I sing to skies now bright, a lullaby to death entwined. All stars above, all cruel delight. Why do you feast on mortal flight? No glory shines on broken clay. No one shall sing our souls away. So let the world forget we bled. Our tears like seeds in silence spread. And maybe one day in the snow, a rose will bloom where none dare go. Stood beneath a violet sky when the first gate tore itself wide. It wasn't war, it wasn't fate, just silence breaking through the hate.
And then the red began to glow. The light distorted, time moved slow. From cracks in stone, the horror bled. The screams of thousands left unsaid. Red gates bleed into the streets. Civilians falling, flames beneath. They came with claws, they came with fire. We watched our world consumed entire. No dungeon sealed, no god replied. We watched our homes and children die. The hunters came, but not in time. The monsters fed and climbed and climbed. Each portal failed, a city fell. Each scream etched deep inside this shell. The hunters came, but not in time. The monsters fed and climbed and climbed. light is gone, the streets are ash. The dungeon broke, the walls collapse. And in that red, the truth revealed. Our world was just their game, concealed.
The sky and shore, from magic lands the beast did pour, and nothing was the same no more. Long ago the skies were torn, as portals opened wide and worn. Elves and orcs crossed realms of men, and dungeons rose again and again. Steel and spell, immortal hands, awoke the gifts no soul demands. Hunters born with fate and flame, in a world that's now a deadly game. We are the hunters born anew. The stars above chose what we do. The gods they left, they write our fate. Their shining eyes, a cruel debate. Some fell fast to fang and flame, some rose high and carved their name through shadows deep and towers tall. We answered every reckless call. They call them constellations bright, they feast upon our every fight. But through the pain we carve our song, and in this war we still belong. 1,000 eyes, 1,000 games, they play with mortals, stake their claims. Yet still we fight, though hope may fade. In every heart a hero's blade. We are the hunters, cursed and bold, in tales of fire, stone and gold. The world may burn, the stars may sneer, but still we rise, we hold no fear. So raise your blade, oh cursed and brave, in tales will live beyond the grave. The song remains, though we are gone, a march shall sing, the hunt goes on.
where stars align beyond all sight. A throne of dice on marble black, where fate and chaos never lack. The masked one speaks with twisted grace, 1,000 lives, a single place. His voice is law, his word divine, a game of death, a sacred sign. Roll for your soul, oh hunter of fate. Roll it. The narrator weaves what gods create. Let them play, let them laugh. Constellations dance, amused and cruel. You're the pawn, the blade that's bound by stars and cursed by choice. You walk the path without a voice. Behind the mask, no face remains, just echoes bound in sacred chains. The players move, the dice obey, but none escape the master's play. He writes in blood across the sky. Your rise, your fall, your reason why. Each step you take, each breath you steal, was etched beneath his spinning wheel. Roll for your soul, oh hunter of fate. Roll it, roll it, roll it. The narrator weaves what gods create. Let them cheer, let them grin. Constellations burn divine and cold. They watch you die, the praise below. Trapped in lore, you fight, you bleed, in pages where the stars just feed. Behind the mask, no face remains, just echoes bound in sacred chains. The players move, the dice obey, but none escape the master's play. He writes in blood across the sky. Your rise, your fall, your reason why. Each step you take, each breath you steal, was etched beneath his spinning wheel. Roll for your soul, oh broken pawn. Play your part. The show must go until you're gone. Smile, why? The throne remains, the mask won't fall. Oh, no soul. So dance, oh hunter, rage and pray, for you are shadow in their play.